Hi guys, I am here in my studio and open on my screen is now my track with Audioventura and JVMIE called Hide. I don't know, I'm thinking of going through this really quickly, and this is how I normally make my music to begin with. I'm very particular about colors and organizing stuff. So here we can see green stuff is effects like sweeps and booms. Yellow is vocal, blue stuff is drums, different kind of drums, a kick on top, and then claps and snares and hi-hats and whatnot. Brown is bass, and then orange, different types of orange, and red is instrument stuff, the melodic stuff. And that's it basically. I'll press play and we get going. This is the extended mix. JVMIE's amazing vocal.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Kick. Clap and snare. Other drums, some hi-hats and little whatever noises. Bass line. There's a sub bass, and then there's an arpeggiated, and it's all pumping. And here comes the breakdown and build-up part, the synth. Soloed. And sub. Build up. And here we go. Alright, so almost all of this track is audio now. There's only a little bass line, 303 bass line that I added as instruments. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of 303 action-ish. So almost all of it is audio. There's some, let's go there, just hats and weird little scrunches. And why this is almost all audio is because I use this software Logic to do everything, and my production partner on this Audioventura, aka Sami Tuomi, he's on Cubase, and he's the one who mainly put together the sounds of the track. I gave him the initial idea, sent him my MIDI parts, sent him a couple of samples and so on, and then we went back and forth online about the actual sounds and the direction, arrangement, all that kind of stuff. And then he sent me what he came up with, very similar to what you hear now, but not a full arrangement exactly yet. An instrumental of which I took and made the whole extended mix of it, did a little tweaks to the arrangement, added a couple of sounds, took a couple of sounds out. I mixed it down, and then I added the vocal by JVMIE, who would just send it over to me as like a lead vocal, a double, what else is there? Yeah, a couple of harmonies, and then he sent a couple of more parts, especially in the end we have this Hide Forever part. So I put the whole thing together, but a lot of the work was done by Sami. I was quite a lot on the road at the time when we were working on it, and he would just be sending me version this and that. I do a little tweak on my end, send it back, or send directly. Just you know, we were chatting online. How about this and that? And he was tweaking it, and I'm very happy about the collaboration because it's a full-on three-way collaboration, and with either of our parts, this would not be probably even released and would not work like this. And I'm very happy that Jamie jumped on it on our instrumental and created the vocal, because it definitely made the track, and it changes the sort of harder and more monotonous, not monotonous, but harder kind of thing, and softens and rounds it up nicely. And so here we have Hyde. It's about 100 tracks that I have here, of which maybe 70 or so are actual tracks that are contributing to the sound. And then I final mixed it in this project. Then I bounced stems of it, so there was bass stem, there was kick, and there was other drums, and then there was vocal, and I put them to in another project where I stem mixed and mastered the whole thing. And that's Hyde for you guys. If you have any specific questions, feel free to ask.